Rosh Hashanah is the Jewish New Year and means literally the head of the year. It is considered the birthday of the world, as it was on this day that God created man on the sixth day of creation. Something to be aware of is that we are talking about the civil cycle, not the spiritual cycle. The beginning of the spiritual cycle is Passover, which happens in the spring. In the Bible, Rosh Hashanah is called Yom Teruah, meaning the day of the sounding the shofar. It is also called Yom HaZikaron, meaning the day of remembering. The shofar is an instrument specific to Rosh Hashanah. It is a ram's horn that has been crafted into a musical horn. It is symbolic of the ram that God provided to Abraham to be sacrificed instead of his son Isaac. The sounding of the shofar is a spiritual wake-up call symbolizing the fall of mankind, the resulting chaos, and a symbol of our broken world being made whole again. The shofar is blown 100 times in the synagogue on Rosh Hashanah. We are not permitted to work, and observant Jews spend most of the day at their place of worship. We eat apples, dipped in honey in anticipation of a sweet new year. We greet each other with Hashana Tovah, meaning for a good year. The following 10 days are called the days of awe. Between Rosh Hashanah and Yom Kippur, the Jewish people spend serious time in spiritual introspection. We go out of our way to make right any wrongs that we're responsible for. It's a time of making amends, apologizing to anyone we have offended, and paying off debts. The Book of Life is central to this time of year. We believe God keeps a scroll with our names written in it. We live our lives as to not have our names blotted out of the Book of Life. On Rosh Hashanah, observant Jews believe God judges the world. On Yom Kippur, our names are sealed in the Book of Life. Yom Kippur is also called the Day of Atonement, from Leviticus 16:30. For on this day he will forgive you, to purify you, that you will be cleansed from all your sins before God. This year it will begin on the evening of Tuesday, September 25th, and end the evening of Wednesday, September 26, 2012. It is the most solemn day of the year. Observant Jews will abstain from food and drink. So I can make this exclusive offer to any observant Jews. On Yom Kippur, I will pay for your lunch. You are welcome. Following Yom Kippur is a joyous holiday called Sukkot. Sukkot begins in the evening of Sunday, September 30th, 2012, and ends in the evening of Sunday, October 7th, 2012. Also called the Feast of Tabernacles, Feast of Booths, the time of our rejoicing, is a celebration that we are commanded to be joyous, symbolic of the 40 years of our ancestors in the wilderness of the Sinai desert. We build ramshackle forts outside to remind us of the temporary shelter and discomfort of the wilderness. It is a way to express our trust in God. We eat together, and some brave souls even sleep in their sukkah every night. The seventh day of Sukkot is called Hashana Rabbah, Great Salvation, and closes the period of divine judgment begun on Rosh Hashanah. According to tradition, the verdict for the new year, which is written on Rosh Hashanah and sealed on Yom Kippur, is not handed down by the heavenly court until Hoshana Rabbah. These are biblical celebrations commanded by God in the Torah that are central to Jewish faith. One last Bible lesson. Zechariah 14:16. It is written, even non-Jews will celebrate Sukkot in the Messianic age. Shalom, 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 shalom.
Hashana Tovah.